We've been waiting on this, y'all, and I know y'all been waiting on this too. So let's get into it. I have to get some lotion because my hands is ashy as hell. I ain't nobody coming for my hands. We are back, y'all, finally after a year. We are back for season 2 of P-Valley, y'all. This is season 2, episode 1, Pussyland, okay? Before we get into the review, y'all already know how my church announcements go. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment, share, and all that good stuff there, okay? We have been waiting a whole year for the season to finally come back. It is finally here. This first episode was good, okay? I don't want to make this review too long because I just got off of work not too long ago. I am so tired. I meant to have this review out to y'all this morning. Either way it goes, we are here, okay? So I don't want to hold y'all up too long. I just got some water. And we finna go ahead and get into this review, y'all, because it was good. I know y'all ready for it because I'm ready to give it to you. So let's go and get up into it, y'all. Okay, so look, it starts off with this guy. He's at the computer, and he's in a house full of screaming ass goddamn kids. It's birthday party. I think the banner said, "Happy birthday, Dad." I don't know, but it was like 5,100 goddamn kids running around everywhere, knocking shit over. It's this lady that's trying to, like, tend to the kids and trying to clean up and shit. The cake is half eaten. I was like, ooh. Because when I seen the cake, I want. Do you ever have a feeling for wanting cake sometimes? Like literally just wanting a birthday cake or a wedding cake, just the cake? Bitch, I was wanting some cake. And at that time, the cake came on, bitch, I was really finna go to goddamn H-E-B and buy me a cake. Just a little slice of cake, because the grocery stores be having that. I'm getting all off subject. That's my ADHD. But anyways, it was a bunch of goddamn kids running around knocking shit over. And the guy was like, you know what, I'm finna go to the 7-Eleven. And she like, well, nigga, you finna leave here with all these goddamn kids. And he grabbed the keys and he left. Now, at that moment, I thought he was finna pull one of them, and like, Lord forgive me, like, I'm finna get a pack of cigarettes and don't ever come back. I'm sorry to anybody whose daddy went to go or mama went to go grab a pack of cigarettes and never came back, but that's the kind of vibes, that's the tease it was given. I was like, oof, this nigga get these Newports and dip. He ain't shit. But what had happened was, so he driving down the street and he looks over to his left and he sees a billboard of Patrice Woodbine. Okay, you know, she got her own church. Now, you remember at the end of the last season, she had stole that money from Mercedes and she had used the money that Mercedes was going to use to buy her gym to make that her church. Well, now she got a billboard up and basically somebody, niggas done already graffiti tag because they know Patrice ain't shit. They know Patrice Woodbine ain't shit. So it's graffiti all on this and it's a light on it. Basically like, come to God, give yourself to God, right? As he's looking at this, out the corner of his eye to the right, he sees a pink neon sign that's flashing. You know it's around tax season and you be having them dudes on the side with the little, you know, them niggas that be dancing with the signs and shit. Well, it's a little bitch that's on a corner and it says like, wings, titties, and car wash right this way. So it's like you got the angel on one side, which you know Patrice is the devil too, and then you got the devil on the other side. So he's kind of looking between the two. He don't know which one he want to do. And what does a typical nigga with a house full of nagging ass kids and a goddamn nagging ass wife do? He gonna go towards the chicken and the wings and the titties and get his car washed at the same damn time. Duh. As he pulls up to the shop now, it's a drive-through because we're in the Rona. You know, this is where we're at with it right now. We're in the season of Rona, the beginning of Rona, because as he pulls up, I believe Haley has on a face mask and she tells them to keep the windows up. Now, there's a billboard, a little sign out there that basically says hand jobs are 30. Detailing is 50 and the Mercedes experience is $100. He asked, you know, when a guy pulls up, he sees that Haley is right there. He said, you ain't dancing tonight, Big L? Like, nah, you don't want to see her dance. You know, they always had something funny to say about Haley when she danced. She was always a light-skinned girl that could just get the money because she was light-skinned and couldn't really dance. So, of course, you know, ain't nothing changed. They still be giving her shit. But now that Haley is the owner, she ain't out there dancing no more, right? So the guy says, I want the Mercedes, make my shit look like a Mercedes Benz or whatnot, right? So he hands the man his money, and Haley, of course, tells him, keep your windows up and keep your hands on the wheel. Well, we about to get slippery and wet up in this motherfucker. I was like, oh shit. And of course, I asked him, do he want a receipt? He like, hell no, I don't need no goddamn evidence. Big L said, that's a smart goddamn man. Of course, he don't need his wife seeing that shit. That nigga was supposed to go to the 7-Eleven, buy a pack of Newports. What you mean you coming back with a pussy receipt? So as he's driving through this little car wash thing, you see bitches in cages on either side of him. You see other bitches with little scrub-a-dub things, and they washing the car as he's driving through, putting titties all on the window, being all seductive and shit, right? And as he's driving up, he stops, and he sees this light, and it's flashing. Light comes on, and of course it's Uncle Clifford in his best shit, baby. Uncle Clifford outfit was busting. He didn't come to play, he came to slay with them hoes. But of course old dude was like, oh hell no, I thought I was coming to get the Mercedes experience. He finna get ready to back out that bitch. Uncle Clifford like, hold on. We ain't finna let the rolling stop nothing we got going over here in Pussy Valley. I need you to go ahead and get ready, because we about to have the main attraction coming to this bitch. And of course, next thing you know, he's driving down some more. And then this bitch come out, because Uncle Clifford like introduces, here go my ladies. And so this girl does like one of them backwards handstand exorcist crawly things, but a stripper type. I don't know, I can't even explain it. If you seen the beginning of, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I was like, is that it's sexy, but it's scary. Like, bitch, I don't want to see you in my dreams. But what the fuck did you just do? It was real crazy and whatnot, right? So she, like I said, she dips backwards and she does it so crazy, demon type stripper thing. And as he's driving down, Mercedes comes out. And of course, Mercedes comes out. She got this cowgirl outfit on, and she just does the fool. She's on like a little carousel horse. Get him, Gidget, go girl, get him Mercedes, and that's what she does. Like, it was the bomb the way they started it off. And then of course at the end, Uncle Cliff comes, knocks on the door, gives him his free weed wings, and gives him a towel. It's like, here your free wings, and here go for your dashboard. Child, they pan the camera to the dashboard. He skeet, all skeet, all on the dashboard. All on the goddamn dashboard, just nasty. Mercedes got to go to the back because she's tired. And as she's tired, she takes off her wig and she sits down and she's kind of, massaging her shoulder or whatnot a little bit. Because you remember, again, last we seen her, Haley, and Mercedes and Haley were both fighting Montavious. That's when they had shot him in the Paradise Room, right? So, and I remember Mercedes getting hurt. Y'all let me know. I can't remember if she got shot or she just got stabbed in her shoulder. Anyways, she got hurt from that fight. Now, she's grimacing and she's holding her shoulder. Haley comes out to check on Mercedes. It's like, girl, you all right? She said, I'm good. Don't worry about it. She said, I'm making you a doctor's appointment next week. She said, nah, bitch, I said I'm good. Don't worry about it. Because, Mercedes is hard as hell. So they both outside just trying to sit down and take a rest for a minute because they goddamn tired. You know what I'm saying? Just as they trying to rest, here go Uncle Clifford talking about, Mercedes, Haley, where you at? We got another car up. So because it's the Rona, it's only a few strippers that's there. And so they've had to be creative on what they could do so they could still make money some kind of way and, still try to uphold that business in some kind of way. So it was smart, the drive-through car wash Pussyland type thing that Uncle Cliff came up with. It was good. So Sadie's had to throw back on wig and go back on there and sell Make It Rain and get her some more goddamn money. Now, once all the girls are done, they all outside in the back of the club. I'm guessing can't nobody really be inside. And plus, Uncle Clifford said he has to do a little bit of renovation, of course, again, because everything that went down in the Paradise Room or whatnot, right? So all the girls are in the back of the club, and they got like a makeshift office and a makeshift like little bar or whatnot that's back there. One of the strippers is letting Uncle Clifford hold their child and hold the baby. I can't tell if it was a boy or a girl. And she was like, well, Uncle Clifford, how you get that baby? Be quiet. I can't get that baby quiet for shit. Big L is like, because he putting beer in that baby bottle. Listen, that's what the old schools used to do back in the day. And it wasn't beer. It was probably a little whiskey. I ain't gonna lie, a little brown liquor. They either put in the baby bottle or put it on the gums when the baby was teething. I'm saying that's just what the hell they used to goddamn do. Now Haley is paying out all the girls the tip out for the night. Now Mercedes looks at her account and she sees her account is at negative $120, and she asks Haley like, "Yo, you know, you pay me all my Skrilla for the night?" And Haley looking at her like, basically like, "Bitch, don't try me. I done paid all y'all hoes y'all money." Everybody else has said that they got paid their money, right? Now what happens is all the money goes into the pot because no girl can actually get out there and individually make her own money. Everybody gets paid out the same pot. So it's only like 5 or 6 dancers plus Big L plus Uncle Clifford. Now Big L, not only is he the security, he also make the weed wings. So he getting the tip out the pot that the girl is that's working, when really at the end of the night, everybody there to see Mercedes. And Mercedes feel like she needs a bigger cut because really she the main attraction, which I don't blame her. You know, everybody really coming there to see Sadie's. Like, yeah, y'all good, but y'all the Michelle and the Kelly to her Beyonce. So she deserves a little bit more money, which I get. I ain't mad at her for that. I'm just saying. Now, just then, they all look at the TV and they see that Keyshawn and Lil Murda's on TV with their new video. Now, ever since Murder Night, they done went big off that M-I, quick letter I, quick letter high, I, Mississippi. I done fucked all them words up. But that song right there, they was performing a little video or whatnot to that. Now, of course, Mercedes is feeling some kind of way because she like, okay, well, ain't that something? Because, you know, Mercedes was that it girl for a minute. But then once Keyshawn or, you know, Mississippi hooked up a little Murder for they little, you know, whatever that they got going on. And it's just really a public thing just to get them both popping. Now, Mississippi is like that it girl. Like, everybody wants to see what Mississippi is doing. And then, of course, you got Uncle Clifford that's in his feelings because he sees Lil Murder, and him and Lil Murder still ain't really resolved what it was that they had going on neither. So, of course, Uncle Clifford go over there. He turned the TV off. He like, look here, y'all hoes just need to be worried about what we need to do to keep bringing on in this money, and we do what we got to do while it's a whole goddamn pandemic going on. I had to come up with this idea so we can still be getting some goddamn money in this place. Now, Big L and Haley go into the office inside the club and they see that it's another letter that they got denied for a loan. I don't know if they tried to apply for a PPP loan or what, but they were denied because they were not considered essential workers. Now look here, they some hard workers. The strippers are essential workers. Just like you need McDonald's workers out here, you need healthcare workers, you need strippers. I truly believe that. You need goddamn strippers. Now, Haley asked them how much money is left from the money that she paid for the loan on the club. Now, if you remember at the end of the last season, Haley paid $250K in order to keep the club. Now, it was only $55K needed for the loan to be paid off, which left like another 190 something that is unaccounted for. Now, Big L and Uncle Clifford tell Haley it's only 25K left. Now, how the hell is there only 25K left out of 250K, and all you needed was 55K to pay off the doggone loan for the damn club? Uncle Clifford said he had to pay for dancers, he had to pay for the renovation, for the Paradise Room, he had to pay to get rid of a body, Montavious' body, and he had to come up with the idea for Pussyland. So he had to come up with the whole ideas and building up for that and the concept, this, that, and the other. And he even says that only took about $50,000 to do. Haley's like, okay, but still, what happened to the rest of the goddamn money? He really can't even say niggas. Now, as Uncle Clifford and Haley is going back and forth about what the hell is going on with the money, they hear the girls out there yelling. He goes outside because he think they out there arguing, but really they looking at the news and they see that the news has stated that everything is going to come off of a lockdown the next following week. So all the girls is happy. Now they can open P-Valley back up. They can get their money the regular way. The customers come in. They can pop this pussy and they can get their regular tips. So Uncle Clifford say it's going to be the reopening of P-Valley. And they're like, okay, well, bitch, let's get it. They also showed on the news that the mayor, Tydell Ruffin, died of complications of COVID. Now, around this time was when a lot of people were passing away of COVID, like right when it hit. Everybody was, it was new. Of course, the government knew about it. But a lot of other of us out here, even being healthcare workers myself, first line worker, didn't know, about it at all, just knew that we had to be PPE down for 10, sometimes 12 hours out of the day, and it was a horrible nightmare, and I do not ever want to go back there to that, because that gave me PTSD to this day. That gave me PTSD. I'll never forget March 2020 when the pandemic hit and we had to drop everything for 6 weeks and go and work a drive-through. Give me PTSD. Anyways, in the meantime, one of the Kyle brothers, Wayne Kyle, is going to be the interim mayor until they elect another mayor in Tydell's place. Now, if you remember Wayne Kyle, he was one of the Kyle brothers that wanted to sell the land so that they could build that casino. Now, he was one of the ones that pulled the gun out on Andre when Andre tried to get them to sign in papers for the casino. Now, we're going to go back to Kyle in just a minute. So he's going to be the interim mayor in the meantime, in between time, until they elect somebody in Tydell's place. Now, at this time, you see a woman coming in, and she's pulling up to her house, and you can tell she's a nurse, and she's coming out of her medical clothes. Basically, again, it gave me PTSD of everything that I did when, not just me, myself and my coworkers did when we were doing the drive-through for the whole pandemic, the swab testing. You come in through your side door of your house. I came in through the side door of the house, take off all your clothes, put them in a bag, go immediately, put them in the washer by themselves, go straight to the shower, wash off yourself completely, wash your hair, wash everything down completely, take vitamin C, take vitamin D, zinc, echinacea, drinking plenty of water, emergency every day, all day. That shit gave me goddamn PTSD. But this is what she's doing, right? And you can see her going to her house. She looks in the refrigerator and she sees that she doesn't have any more milk. She makes a phone call to somebody that's upstairs, and you don't see who it is until they don't answer the phone. So she ends up walking upstairs. Lo and behold, it's Andre's wife. Now, she's a nurse, I'm guessing in a hospital, and she's like, hey, but Andre doesn't hear the phone because he's playing a goddamn video game, been sitting around in the goddamn house all day in his drawers with food and shit everywhere, not doing a fuck ass thing. She's like, damn, you said you was gonna give me some more almond milk from my refrigerator downstairs. I'm trying to make shit easy on us, not exposing you to no goddamn Rona. At least you could do is have a bitch almond milk in the refrigerator. Like, what the hell you been doing all damn day? Nothing, just sitting around in this goddamn drawers. So he asked her, how did her day go today? She said it was good. Well, just then, he ends up getting a phone call because she said, well, I would have, no, that's what he said. You could have called me and I could have bought you some milk. She was like, I've been trying to call you. You're not answering your phone. Matter of fact, your phone is right here. All kind of people trying to call you. Eloise is trying to call you. Eloise is Mayor Tydell's assistant. And he said, and here's a text message from Haley. My condolences. As soon as she says that, Andre runs and grabs the phone out of her hand real quick, looking all suspect and suspicious. She like, well, damn, nigga. What's really going on? He reads the text message and he calls Eloise back. Eloise tells him that Tydell passed away of complications from COVID. He's telling Eloise, okay, well, I can be down there in this amount of time. Don't worry about it. I'll be down there tomorrow. At this time, his wife is trying to tell him, like, no, nigga, don't go nowhere. Like, this shit is serious. And he's like, look, that's my goddaddy. I got to be there. She's like, look, the reason why I told you my day was good is because I only lost 7 people today. Yesterday, I lost 12 people. This shit is real. Like, it's nothing that you want to play with. And he's like, look, I understand it. I'll be careful. I won't stay for the funeral. I take my vitamins, drink all my water, but I have to go because he's my goddaddy. He was there more than my real father was for me, so I have to be there. So he ends up basically, damn what she's saying, he finna hop on the road and go to Chuckalisa so he can be there for his goddaddy funeral. Now, at this time, we see Patrice. Patrice, too, has her own way that she's handling the whole pandemic. She's having basically a drive-through sermon over at her church, child. She got some of her good deaconesses, and they passing out CDs to the congregation so they can hear her preaching on their little CDs or whatnot. Patrice is cricket. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was geeked up one time. I had put something on Twitter about Patrice, and she retweeted me. I was geeked up. Shout out to you, Patrice. Girl, you still ain't shit. Because what you did to Sadie's, you still ain't shit. Now we got DJ Never Scared and Lil Murda. They at the crib. Now they at they staying at DJ Never Scared mama house. Now Lil Murda making him a fried bologna sandwich, and DJ Never Scared over there on his computer making some beats. Now Lil Murda got a beat in his head. Basically, when I make up about this bitch, I'm gonna be super rich. I'm gonna go super dumb. Get bitches that super thick, some shit like that. I don't know, but he's trying to come up with some rhymes and some raps and shit like that, whatever, right? So they in their kitchen studio and they coming up with little beats or whatnot. He do a little freestyle or whatnot. I mean, it was cute. It was cute or whatnot, so they was coming up with beats. Anyways, just then, he ends up scrolling through his text messages or whatnot, and he sees he's been trying to get in contact with Uncle Clifford, but Uncle Clifford ain't texted him back since the whole incident happened 5 months ago, Lil Murda night. And Uncle Clifford, like, he don't want shit to do with him. Since then, he been texting him. Uncle Clifford ain't answering him back. So Lil Murda asked DJ Never Scared, like, hey, so I heard the paint opening back up. You going back up there? DJ Never Scared, like, hell no, I ain't finna get shot. Shit, you talk to Uncle Clifford? Goddamn, Lil Murda, like, hell no, I ain't talking to Nick Walker. I talking to Nick. He say, nigga, calm down. I'm just asking you a question. Like, he's still sensitive over the whole, because he down low. It's okay. Be who you are for your pride. Happy Pride Month. Just be you. Just then he get a knock at the door. Somebody coming to the door to buy a sack from him, right? He goes outside, hands him his little sack. Just then, I want to say it was like the rival. You know how you got the Crips and Bloods? Well, say he a Crip, it was the blood or whatever that just rolled up real slow to the house. He put his hand on his burner because he thinking it's finna be beefy. Like, what's popping, my nigga? The dude in the car was like, hey, Lil Murda, when we finna get another beat going on? You know what I'm saying? Just so happened to be them niggas was just bumping his song in the car. But Lil Murda tells him, like, soon, my nigga, I'm working on it. But it was the nigga that was sitting in the back seat that looked sketchy as hell. Did y'all see him? I was watching him. I don't trust that nigga. I had my good eye on that. I don't trust him. So, child, we got Haley staying over at Mercedes' house. I'm thinking Mercedes is in the room getting her back blown out because, baby, she is loud. I mean, moaning. Damn, they got pictures falling out the wall. She moaning so loud. Girl, Haley had to go turn the music on, turn the radio up just so she don't hear none of that goings on out there. Come to find out, she in there with the rose or something, because she said she called herself being celibate for a year. Then Maine got locked up. Then the Rona came, so she ain't had no dang-a-lang or nothing. She don't know how long, but she said she know one thing. Soon as she see Maine, she gonna jump his ass. That's what she do know. But child, she was in there getting zooted and booted up off that damn rose. I said, girl, I ain't mad because, girl, it will do that to you. Now, her and Haley talk about, because Haley wants to hire some new girls at the club, especially since they're coming off lockdown the following week. Now, you already know, again, Keyshawn is gone. Keyshawn, basically, they don't want Keyshawn to come back because she pulled the gun out on Diamond, who they consider to be family. And Gidget is gone because Gidget's mom passed away. So, as soon as her mom passed away, she hopped on the first thing smoking back wherever she was from, and that's where she been. Mercedes is like, look, I done whip these other bitches into shape. I can whip them in shape some more, but we don't need no new bitches coming in because we can barely make money with the bitches we got in the club now. Haley is like, look, we need to get some new girls in here. Maybe we get some new girls. We have some more money coming in. And especially with us being off of lockdown next week, that's going to bring more money into the club. Mercedes is not trying to hear that. And again, Mercedes is real territorial as it is. And when you got some new bitches coming in and we barely making money as it is, that's going to be less money that's going to be in her pocket. So I ain't even mad at her with that. So, y'all, we got Keyshawn. Keyshawn is in her room. She got her pole set up, got a ring light, got her camera, and she's on live doing pole tricks. She's making the most out of her whole quarantine or whatnot, right? Now, in the other room, you got her crazy ass baby daddy, the white dude, Derek. He in there watching the baby, and he's also watching her on live while she's performing, right? After she gets done performing, she comes into the kitchen, and she took a wig off because hair gotta breathe up under the wigs. It be hot to the motherfucker. He was like, okay, you had almost 400K in the room, like, you did good. She was like, oh, you was watching? He was like, yeah, I watch everything. This nigga crazy. I bet she feels stupid for pulling that gun out on Diamond, and I bet she wish she would have stayed with his ass now, because now you stuck in the house on quarantine with this crazy ass motherfucker. He don't want to let you leave, don't want to let you, do nothing and nothing, go nowhere. Now he says he has a job interview coming up a little bit later. She's like, well, no, I got another live, at 3 o'clock or something like that. She says, well, the manager that came to the club at the end of last season, his name was Rome. He actually snatched her up and signed her up to a bunch of different contracts, got a bunch of different endorsement deals and things like that. So the baby daddy, Derek, he's upset because basically she's still kind of stripping in a way, but just not out there doing it, in person, but she's still kind of doing it online. And you can tell she's still scared of this nigga, and she ain't happy to be with him because he reaches up to like try to kiss her, and she kind of moves away like it makes her uncomfortable. Yeah, you should have shot that nigga when you had the chance, because Diamond would have got rid of his ass for you. We see Mercedes on Zoom with the Chuck and Lisa challenges, right? It's like 8 of them that's on there, and all of them, they're happy to see each other. They're excited to get back to practice or whatnot. And Mercedes is like, I bet you ain't none of y'all been practicing y'all death drops or doing nothing since she been out for this whole quarantine. And they like, no. And she tells them it's practice next week. But majority of the girls is like, well, Miss Mercedes, my mama said she ain't gonna let me come back. Either the girls' moms can't afford it because, of course, it's the pandemic. So a bunch of them got laid off. Either that, or they mom and them don't want them to come back just because they don't want them to be at risk of getting a Rona. And so, of course, that upsets Mercedes, because one of the girls say, I guess it's just going to be me, Terica, and Miss Mercedes. And then that's when Mercedes is like, well, no, because Terica mama ain't going to let her come neither. And as you remember, Terica is actually her daughter that's staying with the baby daddy's wife. If you watch first season, you already know how that goes. So, yeah, basically, she ain't going to have no dance team because either the mama and them can't afford to pay, or they don't want them coming out the house because of the whole pandemic. Like, the pandemic fucked up for everybody. Back at the club, we got Big L and Uncle Clifford in the Paradise Room trying to repurpose. He used the pose from Pussyland to repurpose the Paradise Room so they can get it, set up and get it ready for the grand reopening, right? Now, just then, they feel like a little gust of wind that comes in, and Big L and Uncle Clifford both kind of scared to the motherfucker, like, oh shit. Is this Montavia's spirit come back to get our ass? Just then, Autumn comes in, Haley. She comes in and scares the shit out of them because, they was up in there sinning, hiding bodies and shit. And so Uncle Clifford shows Haley the renovations that Big L did to the Paradise Room. He put a bunch of new lights up in there, bunch of whole, just looking all good. But Haley does still see that it's a smudge of blood that's on the wall. Uncle Clifford was like, God damn. I thought we used bleach on that. We got that off, which is Montavious' blood from when they killed him. Haley's like, no, you can paint the walls red. Blood still gonna shine through. They both looking at her like, bitch, how you know that? Now, Lamberta's going to the funeral home to see his manager, Waldy. That's where, Waldy works at, right? He goes up to the funeral home, and Waldy ends up coming out of a casket and scaring the shit out of him. This nigga Lamberta pull out a gun like he finna shoot him. Waldy like, nigga, you gonna kill a dad? He said, hell yeah, nigga. I don't blame him. I would've did that too. I'm gonna kill your dead ass. The hell? Well, he goes to see Waldy that tells him that he wants him to set up some tour dates so that he can get out there, now that outside is starting to open back up again. Now, Waldy tells him the only way it's really gonna pop, you're gonna need some eye candy, which is Mississippi. Now again, Mississippi done went and signed her little deal or whatnot with Rome. So Waldy is telling Lamurda, look, I can set this up, but you're gonna need to get the main attraction if you're really trying to get this thing pop, which is Miss Mississippi. Now, Waldy does tell him, word on the street from where Rome is saying her baby daddy got her locked up in the house. He ain't gonna let her ass out the house for shit. So good luck trying to get her to come on the road, right? Or come on the road. Just then, he ends up calling Miss Mississippi and was like, hey, what's going on? I'm trying to set up this thing for this tour, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. Keyshawn like, look here, nigga, you still ain't paid me my stack from the video that we did, Mississippi Pride. I'm still waiting on my money from that. And not only that, it's a whole damn pandemic going on out here. How we gonna go on tour and it's a whole goddamn pandemic going on? He's telling her, look here, I can make it work. I just need you to go ahead, hop on that pole, grease them legs up so we can get out here and do the damn thing, right? Well, just then, you see her start to hide some of her baby's diapers in the little diaper genie. If y'all know what a diaper genie is, it's where you put the dirty diapers and whatnot in. You see her take a stack of diapers and hide them in the diaper genie. I'm thinking that maybe she's trying to hide them so she can plan an escape plan to get away from her crazy ass baby daddy, because that white boy crazy. Now, Andre goes to the funeral home. He's at the wake. He tries to get there before all the black folks get there because, you know, niggas be late anyway. He goes there to see Tydell. And, of course, you know, he's sad. He's upset. He touching all on his body and took his mask off and, like, breathing hard. Like, I know Rona is dead because he's dead with it. But still, I was like, is that gonna come back to haunt you later? I'm just saying, no, breathing in the air. He was breathing it in hard. Eloise comes and, she says that they still need one more pallbearer to carry him off, you know, because of course Andre didn't want to stay. He promised his wife he wasn't going to stay for it. But like Eloise basically talked him into doing it because she was like, you know, you were like a son to him. He loved you. He talked about you all the doggone time. We need an extra pallbearer. Come on, carry your daddy on out. You know, ash to ash, dust to dust, and all of that, right? So afterwards, he's outside the funeral home, and he's smoking a cigarette. When he's smoking a cigarette, Haley ends up walking up to him, and so, you know, they have a little brief exchange and whatnot. He said, next time I thought I see you, I was gonna punch your ass in the throat. She was like, well, nigga, do it then. That ain't what she said. But, you know, they always have like this seductive romantical exchange between the two of them. It's always just poetic and shit. It was just sexy. They was just out there smoking a cigarette, or with cigarette being sexy and shit. I thought shit was sexy. Now, Tydell's funeral was it was Bougetto, okay? The colors was lime green. They had a second line, which is a second line is always beautiful for me, in my opinion, when they do that at a funeral. Beautiful second line that they had, but it was all that goddamn lime green. I was like, was that the nigga favorite color? God. I mean, it was like sour apple green. I mean, bitches had on t-shirts with his face on it with the big old gold too, lime green, white madame, because I'm on. I mean, it is what it is. It was cute because they was all coordinated, but the shit was lime green. But we got this next scene. Uncle Clifford's grandmother, is his grandmother, his auntie? I think that's his auntie, you know, played by what you call it, she's blind. Child, she tells Clifford, come in here and watch this shit for me, because you know she blind. She wanted Clifford to look at the funeral and see if Mookie then was at the funeral. He say Mookie ain't at the damn funeral. He said, oh shit, well you know what that means. That means Mookie's up at the house putting her foot in some goddamn chitlins. Auntie want Uncle Clifford to go on over there to the house, get a bowl of chitlins, because she know Mookie over there acting the ass on them chitlins for Tydell's repast. I ain't even mad at her, because when you get that one old heifer that can put her whole goddamn leg up in some chitterlings. Oh, I need it too. I need it in my life. I bet them chitlins was good to the motherfucker too. Andre also gave the eulogy at the funeral. It was nice. It was nice, a little fume or whatnot they had. Now, Derek crazy ass. We got this next scene where you have Keyshawn was getting ready to go to the store. Now, Derek was in there like he was getting ready to change the baby diaper. And Keyshawn was like, well, because he was like, oh, damn, she's going through these diapers pretty quick. And Keyshawn is telling him, well, since she switched over to the formula, it's been upsetting her stomach and she's going through the diapers a lot faster. She was like, well, I'll go to the store to get some more diapers. Now, Derek was finna go, but she was like, no, I'll go because I need to get some tampons too. This nigga Derek gonna say, well, it ain't the 4th yet. Like, he's that fucking crazy to where he knows when her period is. Fucking crazy. She was like, I know, but it's gonna be the 4th soon, so I just gotta go to the store. So he allows her to go to the store, and plus she said she had to get some moon pies. Moon pies are fucking nasty. When I tell you I grew up eating moon pies, you cannot pay me to eat a motherfucking moon pie right now. Y'all, I can see how swollen my cheek is. Y'all, my tooth is hurting so bad. Can y'all tell? Look, this side, like, my cheek is so swollen. My tooth hurts so bad, y'all, but y'all would not tell. Y'all cannot tell. On a scale of 1 to 10, this hoe is like an 8 right now. So I need to hurry up and go ahead and finish it so I can take this motherfucking pain pill, because when I tell you my motherfucking tooth is killing me. Woo! So she ends up going to the store so she can get her some moon pies and tampons, right? She on the phone with Gidget. Now Gidget saying, she's basically telling her that she needs to come up there where she is because the clubs are popping there. Whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. Just then she walks up because she's getting ready to go into the dollar store, and bitch, she sees Diamond. Diamond working security at the dollar store, kicking niggas out if they ain't got their goddamn mask on with his fine ass. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Tyler Lipley? Lipley, put your lips on me, whatever his name is. That motherfucker is fine. Fine. So back at Tydell's house, they're having a repast, right? Everybody over there in their best lime green. Uncle Clifford shows up with a big old bowl, and of course he there for Mookie them, so Mookie them can get him some of them doggone chitterlings that he came up in there for, right? Now, as soon as she came out, of course he hands her the bowl, and Mookie gets pissed off like, nigga, you only came over here some chillings, y'all. That's what Auntie sent me over here for. Just then, Wayne Kyle walks up, and again, he's the interim mayor until they hire somebody permanently. Now, he's hoping to get elected to be the mayor of Chucalissa since, you know, Tydell is no longer with us, whatever, right? He also says that he plans to uphold Mayor Ruffin's plans for the casino. Him and Andre have a quick little moment, little conversation or whatnot. Andre don't trust his ass because, again, I can't remember if it was him or his brother. One of them pulled the gun on him when it came to them signing the contract on the last season. So Andre don't really trust his ass like that. Keyshawn has a quick little moment with her baby girl where she kind of climbs in the crib with her. She tells her like the story about this girl that, I don't know, it was just a cute little mama moment that she had with the baby and whatnot. It was cute. Now, Andre is still at Tydell's place. He's helping put the food away, reminiscing on, you know, just the time that he had with Mayor Ruffin. Just then, he sees this VHS that said Abraham's son on it. He was getting ready to watch it, but there was a knock at the door. He goes to open the door, and it's Corbin Kyle there. He was the mixed brother of the Kyle brothers, the cool one that was that was cool with Uncle Clifford, that, you know, he was okay with trying to sell his portion of the casino if that meant that they would get some more money and whatnot, right? Now, he drops off 2 stacks at the door and tells Andre to meet him down at the Pank because the owner might want to sell. Now, Andre is telling Corbin, like, look here, I'm not with Promised Land no more. Even so, it's a whole pandemic going on. Ain't nobody gonna want to build no casino, and Uncle Clifford ain't selling. Corbin tells him Uncle Clifford might not want to sell, but the new owner might want to sell, meaning Haley. That gives Andre an idea. He picks up that money. Corbin tells him, I see you down at the Pank. I'm finna make it rain on the nose. Now, Haley and Mercedes are at the house and they watching What Love Got to Do with It, right? Haley all into it because she loves seeing the movie where the wife come back and whoop the husband ass. You know, she got experience with that or whatnot, right? Just then, Mercedes is scrolling through social media. She sees that Haley put up a post on the website for the Pank that she's auditioning for new dancers. Of course, that pisses Mercedes off. She throws her phone. She like, bitch, what the hell? I thought I told you not to audition no new dancers. This pisses Haley off. She like, look here. I've been busting my ass, doing everything I can to make sure you bitches had a place to dance for the last couple of months when it's been a whole damn pandemic going on. So don't come at me sideways because I'm trying to figure out new ways to bring more money into the club. I don't see you bitches doing nothing. Mercedes is like, okay, so master, sir. Well, that's how you want to do it then, bitch. Good fucking night. That was funny, though, when she got pissed off and she left her ass in there. I thought that shit was funny. I'd have been like, good fucking night to you too, bitch. Now, we got Lil Murder in the, he's in the bathroom cleaning his grills or whatnot, right? Just then, he gets a text message from Keyshawn, and it says, how about we call it the Dirty Dozens Tour? 12 cities in 12 days. Of course, that makes Lil Murder happy as hell because that's what he need. He been working on his song, when I'm making up about this bitch. I'm gonna get this bitch, or whatever it was. That hypes him up. He goes, he sits down, and now he contemplating on all the ways that he finna get up at this bitch and make this money. And the episode ends from there, y'all. I hope this review was not too long. It's already longer than I wanted it to be. But the first episode was very, very good. Y'all already know if it was anything that I missed. Y'all drop it down below and let me know. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And your Auntie Mo gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace out. I'm knocking my shit over.